Ooh, what's up, internet? My name's Nerdy, and this is Dragon Ball Daima. Dragon Ball Z was the first anime I truly loved, and I am so excited that there's a new story coming out of this universe. I am not an expert on Dragon Ball. There's so much. I've not seen most of it. Haven't seen a lot of the movies. Not gonna lie, but my nostalgia level for this is very high, and I'm excited to dive into a new Dragon Ball adventure on the channel here. If like Broly and stuff like that are things I should react to, let me know in the comments down below. But let's dive into episode 1, the pilot of Dragon Ball Daima. If you want that full-length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. But if not, stay here, because you're already here. Video's about to begin. What the hell? That was wild. I'm so used to the old Toei animation from my One Piece reactions. Son Goku may appear gentle. That was clean. Oh, this is like a sequel? Alright. Let's go Cell. Frieza. Majin Buu. I thought this was young Goku. I'm really confused. Conspiracy. Alright. Yeah. I thought we were doing a Kid Goku story. I thought this was gonna be like before the Tales of Dragon Ball Z kind of thing. Wow, this lighting is sick. The yellows and reds? Okay. Wait, I remember this arc. I watched this when I was a kid. Oh my god, this fight was so hype. This is fun. It's like, hey, remember that thing you loved as a child? Let's start by reminding you of how cool this show was. Oh, Buu. I love that they're just watching Dragon Ball Z. I think I made that same face when that happened. Mom! They ate the Demon King! Hell yeah it is. That's fucking Piccolo. Bitch, put some respect on his name. It's so interesting that this starts with the Majin Buu Saga, because this is the last, like, saga of Dragon Ball Z that I remember watching. Like, yeah, wild. I love that they just have access to the like, DVD copy of Dragon Ball Z. Oh no. Oh, this is so bad. I understand why they're having a hard time following him. There's like a billion episodes of Dragon Ball Z. Yup. Daddy Buu. Daddy Buu is a hear me out, you know what I mean? I don't usually react to things I've seen before. Sick. Oh, dude, me too. I remember not being able to believe it either, man. Yeah, except for the Saiyans. Did you not just see Goku beat the shit out of Majin Buu? Are we not watching the same Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, Dr. Rins. 相変わらずお美しい。
それはどうも。
Mommy.
研究の方は
順調ですわ。
Oh, she would ruin my whole life.
あら、ゴマ様が王になってもそうしていただけるんでしょう。
それはどうかな。
I wouldn't cross this woman, Goma. I wouldn't do it.
では失礼。キングゴマ。
She's a problem. She's gonna be a whole ass problem.
この魔王宮にはたどり着きはしませんよ。
若返らせてやるんだ。
え？
黒い願いじゃないだろ。
それは良い考え。
Oh, so this is how they end up being kids. Is they wish for them to be kids. That's very funny.
なるほど。力を大きく減らしてしまうんですね。
そういうことだ。
Goku could still beat the shit out of most things when he was a baby.
伝説の第三の目ですが、ダブラの父、アブラ大魔王の時代になくしてしまう。
Oh, Dabura's father, Abra. Abra Kadabra.
まあ、ナメック人のネバを連れて行く。少々ボケてはいるが、ドラゴンボールのことなら。
A new Namek, huh? Wait till he meets Piccolo. I mean, for an opening episode, it's a lot of exposition, but I don't know. I don't know if this is a good episode of TV or if I just have like this nostalgic love for the Majin Buu saga that's like getting me invested in it. You know what I mean? It's sort of a weirdly structured first episode of television.
まあ、そうせかすな。おい、デゲス、後ろと変われ。俺が操縦する。しかし、早く。
In terms of villains, you know, we've seen Goku take on some pretty competent people, so I wish this guy seemed a little bit more competent, but...
そりゃあ愉快だな。わし以外のナメック人がいたのか。
Yeah, they do, man. Can you imagine thinking that your entire people were gone and then someone being like, do you want to go meet someone else of your race? What the fuck?
大魔王になったゴマだ。キングゴマと呼ぶがいい。
そりゃあよ。
Good for you.
暗証番号へ。
0493。
何？
I love that they have a fucking pin number.
なんもないかい。
Wow, the demon world's weird as shit. It's a cool visual, though.
ダーブラとバビディたちか。
それより後にもう一人いたな。
え？誰だ？
Ooh.
ドクター・アリンスだったか。
姉上が一体何のために？
Visiting family, your other brother, you know what I mean? When does this take place?
くすになったんだ。9歳。
That's how they let you know how old by saying how old Trunks is. That's interesting. So they're like, we're gonna set this in time by having a birthday party here.
先ほどブーさんにお願いして試していただいたところ
吸い込んで吐き出したら
This is some like lore shit.
ポタラの合体すら解いてしまうほどの不思議なガスが
Like
発
this
生
is such weird exposition to throw in here that is only for like the sweaties of the Dragon Ball community.
ベジータ、修行しねえか。
いいだろう。
He's like, I got all these calories I gotta burn off. Ugh. Let's eat and then beat the shit out of each other. Jesus Christ. Just casual. Just a casual training session right after we eat. Ooh, Vegeta, you got caught.
いつ何が起こるかわからないんですから。
本当だ。
You're right. Something happened.
ほら、あなたたちの耳も尖っている。あなたも大魔界の出身ですね。
Interesting. I knew the Nomics were, but
そのドラゴンボールを大昔に作ったのがあいつだ。
he made them? This is really bad. If he could just summon them.
叶えたと見えてまだただの石ころだな。探しにくいね。
Never mind. I was hoping to be like, I can't do it right now. We need to wait a month. Oh, shit.
時期が早くてもドラゴンボールに戻せるでしょ。
This dude's the most powerful dude in the universe. Like,
僕は死んでも絶対に合言葉を教えたりしませんよ。
君たちの映像があってね。
watched the video of you and took notes. That's so fucking stupid. No.
何か文句でも？
ジュースでも飲む
Would you
か。
like some juice? Great. Very helpful. God damn it.
マジンブーと戦ったやつだとその仲間をみんな子供にしてくれ。
子供というのは具体的に
I need you to be more specific.
赤ん坊だ。
わかる
All right. Are they like gonna be mentally kids? Oh no, they're in the air. Can they fly as kids? Oh, that's it. Daima Wonderland. Whoopsie daisy. Alrighty then. Episode 1 of Dragon Ball Daima in the books. Not an amazing episode of television in my opinion, just because of I think the show was like struggling with how to handle the Dragon Ball of it all. Like, this is such a huge series. But I do think that the uphill climb they made in this episode to get through all of that stuff is enough to let the show be its own thing moving forward, right? They've handled everything they need to have handled. And so I do think the episode's a little bit clunky in terms of how much exposition and, you know, how much of it is really dependent on you kind of like... If I didn't already care about Dragon Ball, this episode would have been a lot, right? If I didn't know the Dragon Ball Z saga and I hadn't seen that stuff, I don't know. I think this episode would have just been a lot. But I do, and I have a nostalgic love for this, and so I'm kind of in. And I'm excited to see where the show starts in episode 2. But, you know, like the Patara fusing stuff is like, what is happening? You know what I mean? Why are we explaining this? And I get why, because we need to explain it because that's stuff that, you know, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, you want to know where this lines up. And Trunks is 9, and that sets it in the, like, timeline. So I completely understand why they did all of the things that they did in order to have the show that they want to have. I am curious to see how much I get invested in the, like, them as kids adventuring. I have no idea yet. I haven't actually seen them do that part of the show. And I understand now why I thought the show was a prequel. But, yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how much they can get me invested in what is essentially like a side story that happened in between major events. It's an interesting choice for like the first Dragon Ball Z, the first big Dragon Ball series in a while, right? To do this. And, you know, Dragon Ball is still a very popular product, right? Like the Broly movie made serious money at the American box office. It was a hit. And so there's clearly love for this franchise. There's clearly an audience ready to continue to watch adventures in this world. Sparking Zero just came out, and my understanding is that it sold very well, right? So I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I'm curious. I think that the next episode or two are going to be really important in terms of making me care about this show, because this episode, it didn't make me give a shit about this show. You know what I mean? It was like, we need to get through all of this stuff so that you can understand when we start telling this story. And I understand, I get it. Again, totally understand it. But it doesn't make for the strongest episode of television, if that makes sense. But I'll be back next week. I'm going to stick with it until I don't, you know. I'll probably watch season 1. Unless, like, nobody watches these reactions and nobody gives a shit about the show. But it's Dragon Ball. I can't imagine that'll be the case, right? Animation looks good, so we'll see. If you like the video, like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below, because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is Dr. Ansari. Because I'm sorry, lady, is the thing I would say to her a lot. If you want to follow me around the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly. As always, do something nerdy tonight. Bye.